What's up, people? JBillusion back. How you doing today? Alright, so we are back on the hunt for whatever is killing the Wampan Elders. We know that Elder Magpie apparently had to deal with some crazy stuff. Well, actually, we know that Elder Magpie is dead and they drained her body in the bathtub. That's pretty freaky, to be honest with you. But that also doesn't match up with the other deaths. Now, let's go talk to our boy right here, Zippy. Zippy. Hey again, how can I help you? Well, Zippy's pretty much full of it. The man has a tired, world-weary demeanor about him. His eyes track your movements with a penetrating, critical precision. Something about him, the lines about his eyes perhaps makes you suspect he's seen a lot of terrible things happen. He lifts his cup of cheap soy gaff as you approach. Let me guess. You're the freelancers the elders are paying to look into the murders around here. How do you know? You've got the right kind of eyes. Like you're looking for something and don't seem to trust anyone. Outsiders don't generally wander around Wampa Garden without an escort. Locals don't make them feel too welcome unless they've been invited. And there's only one reason to be inviting Shadowrunners here. Call me DeMargo. I'm not one of the Wampans, but I've been here long enough that they don't think twice about me being here. DeMargo drains the last cup of his soy calf and a large gulp. So what have you found so far? You're awfully curious for a random guy. Professional curiosity. I used to be with the New York Police Department as part of their Thaumaturaglalala Research Division. Part of the CSI branch. Like how he's digging them shades. Well, glasses. Except I did the magical investigation while the other guys pulled prints and checked the blood samples. DeMargo tosses the soy calf cup toward the nearby garbage can. It bounces around the rim and rolls inside. When I hear about shit like this happening, I keep my ear to the ground. Old habits, you know? Seems like you're more kind for this job than I. Elder NG asked me to look into the killings after the first murder. She couldn't afford my fee. How can she not afford your fee? She's like... That's weird. Though, so I took a pass. It's not just the money either. DeMargo shudders, folding his arms across his chest. You see that stuff day after day. You pay a price. It eats away at you. You know what it's like to feel all that sickness and anger every day, to be asked to pick up a murder weapon and relive somebody's death. Feel it going into your neck, pleading in the voice of a dead woman for her killer to spare you. Those days I'd rather interrogate the living. Thanks. These days. That sounds pretty crappy. Awful. It's more than awful. It's a goddamn nightmare is what it is. One I couldn't wake up from for a long time. Sometimes you have to cut a run, start fresh. At least now I can pick my jobs. I can read objects. It's called psychometry. A little trick I managed to pick up. Don't really know how. I hold something, I can tell you what happened to it. Who owned it, how it killed someone, if someone loved it or was afraid of it. Useful, but it'll tax your heart. And before you ask, no, I'm not going to read anything you find. I already told NG I didn't want to be part of this. You want advice? I'll give you that, but I'm not getting drawn in further than that. So aside from that, is there anything I can help you with? Tong wasn't afraid when he died. That's not what I would have suspected. With the amount of mess at each scene, the victim should have left behind a hell of a lot of fear and pain. Are you sure? Yeah, very sure. Then it sounds like this wasn't a crime of passion. A planned attack would have that kind of resonance in my experience. It's possible the gore shows just to throw off anyone looking for the actual person. Okay. So, yeah. This is kind of pointing to the elders a little bit. Yeah, if I wanted to kill someone, I'd get away with it. I'd try to point the finger at some kind of monster.
Basic Investigation 101. It's usually the simplest explanation, but don't discount other possibilities.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Detective Conan. You think the mess wasn't incidental?
It's possible. It's a possibility. Ask yourself this. If the mutilation happened after Tong's death, why would a killer perform that kind of ritual? Serial killers who engage in that kind of ritual don't feel perfunctory about it in my experience. It tends to feel more like they're taking communion. It's a religious or sexual feeling most of the time. If this didn't feel that way, I don't think the killer is actually pathological.
Interesting. He was killed by a bladed weapon, single strike to the base of his neck.
That's a precision attack. Most knife fights end up with a lot of shallow cuts and blood over the victim and attacker alike. If Tong was killed by a single strike, he definitely wouldn't have seen it coming. And you can bet your last New Year that whoever killed him is highly skilled with a blade. That says to me that the attack is either a professional hitman or a practiced serial killer. It could be both, too. Assassins don't tend to be the most empathetic people.
DeMargo considers his information for a moment before speaking again.
Was the attack a thrust or a cut?
It was a slash. Why?
If the wound was a thrust, your attacker was using a knife of some kind. Anything over about 10 inches would be pretty hard to thrust with at the right kind of angle. The neck's too high for a long blade. If it's a slash, you're looking for a sword or a cleaver attack. Both of those are popular with triads. They make an awful mess and send a message that they're not to be trifled with.
Okay, yo! DeMargo is awesome. Thank you, sir. Oh, here we go. The Red Spear Gang sells some BTLs. What's funny? Because we don't let the HKPF here and they're over here. I'll agree, that's weird. Alright, let's check on these Red Spear Gang people. Alright, there we go. We got a lead. I can't believe I wasted all that time. Oh, there are going to be some cuts in this video. Alright. What's good? I guess you guys are the Red Spears? Hi! That's far enough, buddy. Nah, that's terrible. I'm just gonna do it in my normal voice. The woman hefts her weapon, tossing a nod toward the gangers behind her. This is Lot's our turf. If you're looking for a fix, you're welcome to trade. If you're not here for business, clear the hell out. You try and wander around here on our turf? Okay, listen. We could attack them and get some action going. Can I look around the garage? Etiquette gang or etiquette socialite? Etiquette gang. I'm on business from the Wampin Elders. You're only here because they tolerate you. Socialite. Excuse me, do you know who Kindly Chang is? I work for her. She could do you some favors in the future. Okay, that's a compelling argument. Thank you. Wait, what went down? Well, we're only set up here because the original occupants are too scared of ghosts and demons to come back. Demons? What? Okay, we need to interview this woman a little bit more. What happened in the fight here? As far as I know, some police showed up looking for somebody. They got in here, all of them got killed. Whoa! Okay, that sounds like our serial killer. Whoever they were after was long gone by the time we showed up. Used to be a lot of Wampins living in here. They all cleared out muttering about ghosts and shit like that. Have you heard anything else about the murders? Nothing much. I tell you what though, I got a guy named Kang, and he was down in the storm drain system last week. Something was moving down there, big, too man-sized. But it wasn't speaking any language Kang understood. Kid beat feet back here as fast as he could. Who else might have a key to storm drains? I think I know who. Some of the BTLs you're looking... your sound looking awful like they came from Tong's shop. You know anything about that? Huh? Yeah, so what? Why do you care? Must have gotten them recently. How'd you know Tong was dead? It's like this. Broken Thumb Yoon was walking down the street, right? And sees this guy go into Tong's
joint right after closing time. Tall guy, hunched over, had this shitty gray rain poncho draped over him. Now Ewan figured that was weird as hell, so he posted up and waits. He figures this guy'll come out soon cause Tong's closing the shop. Nothing for 15 whole minutes. Guy comes out, hustles down the street with nobody saying boo. I figured he was waiting for an ebb in the crowds. Yun sees some blood smeared on the door though, so he goes in to check. Inside, total carnage. But you know that. What? Tong's not gonna be using his gear anymore, so to hell with it. Yun jacks a lot of it. Business is business. Damn right. Peace. Alright. Oh. Alright, this plot thickens. Let's check the murder. Whoa! Okay! Oh, some went down. Bloodstains. Let's check this out. Dried blood and bullet holes pockmarked the floor, pillars, and walls of the parking garage. Judging by the amount of blood staining the floor, multiple people died here. To call the scene bloody would be to do it a disservice. This was a massacre of tremendous proportions. Look at this, Hollywood. The actor points to several scratches on the floor and the pillar. These scratches looked like they were from a long-bladed weapon, like a sword or a machete. The machete matches the wound on Tong's neck. Our killer must have fought the HKPF, the police force, in here, and cut them apart. With the number of bullet holes in the walls and cars around here, they must have just been spraying wildly. I don't relish the idea of fighting this killer in cramped quarters. Okay, I agree with that. That's not cool. Bloody drain. What's up with this? Dried blood and clots clog the drain. As you look closer, however, something catches your eye. An off-red color that doesn't match the hues of gore around the drain. Bending closer, it appears to be a small nugget of some kind. Fish it out. The nugget, upon closer inspection, is a chunk of some kind of synthetic ferroplastic. You know what? Examine the markings. Brushing away some of the dust, you peer. The scratches and the markings on the nugget look like Chinese, but despite how closely you look, you can't decipher their meaning. It's Japanese? Okay. We know just the dude who watches Japanese dramas to take a look at this, and we also know just the woman who may know something about high grade. I'm guessing this is military armor. I found this armor piece. Tell us about it. Perhaps let me see it. Japanese markings. I don't recognize all of them, but the first one is Renraku. Okay. The composition appears to be high-density ferroceramics, probably boron carbide, with an interwoven bioarmid mesh. The staining on the edges suggests it contained pockets of silica suspended in polyethylene glycol, similar to the commercially sold gel pack technology. This armor could have withstand a significant amount of impact force. Oh lord. But it's still broken. High velocity rounds. Thanks. Oh god, it's a red samurai. So yeah, they're basically shock troops. Miss, you're a very, very strange person. You have a key to the sewers? Can I borrow it? Thank you. Okay. So we're going to get down into these sewers. This is going to be a longer episode than normal. I'll see where I can cut it where I can. But we are finishing this today. You know we're close to the source. Walkie, 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 walk. What's... Ooh, body parts! Designated pile of stinking human remains smells strongly of blood and first stages of decay. The arms, legs, and organs here are all heaped together like stacked firewood, leaking blood and gore across the floor. The parts contain therein appear to have been sliced away from the parent body, rather than torn or bitten. Judging from the clean edges of the cuts the blade used to sever these was extremely sharp. This is a whole world of messed up Hollywood. You're telling me, Isabel. You think the killer stashed these here? They're stacked. They've been organized. This is our killer, alright. Yo, looking closer at the pile, one part stands out. It's a severed forearm. and it's covered in tattoos, wounds in a Slavic language, and shining lighthouse adorn the forearm, and ring-like images are inked on each finger. On the back of the hand, there's a skull inside a square. This arm belonged to a vor. This arm belonged to a vor. They are criminal tattoos. The lighthouse shows he tried to escape from prison, or planto. The words say all police are dogs. That skull inside a square means he served a prison term for robbery once. What's a vor? A vor is a thief. The Vori V Zakon is the name of the organization. Thieves in law. They have strict codes and police their own. But they don't sever arms and leave them in a pile of gore. Okay, thank you, Russian person. That helps. So there's a Russian dude who got murked. That ain't cool. What's this? Despite the darkness, you see something glittering in the edge of the drain. Looking closer, it appears to be a necklace, chain of some kind. It became caught in the drain's gate, narrowly avoiding falling down the deep pit. Take the necklace. Lifting the necklace out of the drain, you turn it over in your hand. It's a simple silver pendant on the chain. The silver pendant depicts a long-tailed bird in flight, a magpie. Well, we already knew she was dead and they tried to drain everything out of her body. So, there's even more people dead. There's a Russian dude dead now. So what the hell is that? Hi, people! As you round the corner, you hear voices speaking just loudly enough for you to make out coherent sentences. The speakers are definitely not local. They speak with a slight Slavic accent, and their clothing is heavily armored. Around them are a number of crates and boxes, all mostly filled. It looks like this group is packing up. Vasila, Yaroslav says the boat will be ready tomorrow morning. He's gotten everything arranged with the port authority. We have to move to his warehouse. Well, he's probably dead, sister. Galiana. Okay, ladies. I'm assuming, what have we here? A curious little pest. Come looking for things that don't concern him. What do we do with pests, Galiana? We break them. Vasila. And then we hammer a spike through each of their throats, so anyone who sees their bodies knows not to meddle in our affairs. I suggest you stay away from here, pet. You are a pest. The Wampan elders know I'm down here. You start a fight, you're going to have every drone and cyber junkie on these streets crawling up your ass. Some of the cockiness goes out of the Russian woman's eyes. She shifts back and forth nervously, shooting a glance at the orc. Finally, she lifts her shotgun, sighting along the barrel. You think we're afraid of those little worms? You think we're afraid of you? Don't make me laugh. We could be out of here before you even realize you're missing. You think those crazy chipheads will give a shit about what happens down here? I don't think so. Ractor! Yes, I love Ractor! Ractor chuckles lightly. Your boys, the Zakon, thieves, you steal and rob for a living. We're Shadowrunners. We kill people for our living. Which of us do you think will come out on top of this fight? I really want to fight them, but you know what? I don't care what you're doing down here, or what you've stolen. You know, I don't want to fight. What makes you think you have a choice? I'm gonna tell her. We're not gonna use that game because I know what happened to Alexander. Vasilia's eyes narrow. She hisses her words through her teeth. If you've so much as touching him, your suffering will become the stuff of legend. I promise. Where is he? The serial killer I'm looking for killed him. Why should we believe you? Right forearm, lighthouse tattoo, Russian words underneath it. On the back of the hand, a skull inside a square. Sound familiar? Vasily and Galiana exchange a significant glance. Okay, so you've seen his arm. That doesn't prove anything. You could have seen it on him.
Okay, I'm getting pretty tired of this. Down the way in the drains, there's a pile of body parts. His arm's in it. You can go see for yourself. You're right. This is the act of someone very sick. We can talk peacefully, but keep your hands where I can see them. You took Magpie's key cards. Yes, we did. Alexander took one earlier. He said we wanted to sweep the stockroom, see if there was anything worth selling. Here. Thank you. Alright, so we're good. I kind of feel like I should shoot them on principle, but it's all good. So we got the key card now. Let's go check this room out and find our killers. If they're Renraku, we are going to have a huge issue. Let's just do it though. Okay, we're in here. I feel like that's slightly Japanese-ish, but whatever. Despite the table's crude construction, oh, I'm still doing that voice. An artfully laid meal awaits the owner. Several small dishes are filled with pickled vegetables, while a larger plate is arranged with long slices of raw meat. The meat is a pale pinkish white like raw pork and is covered in a light soy marinade. Poking at the meat, it's pretty tender. Would you like to eat some? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Because if that's what I'm thinking it is, I don't want a mementos. The box is packed full of odds and ends. It nearly overflows with a collection of knickknacks, souvenirs, and assorted personal effects. There is no rhyme or reason to the collection of items. They appear to have been thrown in haphazardly. Among the contents are charms from various temples, a wooden mask, and a paper fan. Look at the charms. The small charms are square cloth packets. Each, yeah, that's Japanese, approximately 1 inch wide and 3 inches tall. They come in a variety of bright colors and are embroidered with characters of prosperity, peace, wealth, and protection. How do we know those characters but we don't know Japanese? Okay, whatever. I'm saying that, but I know like 5 things about Japan. I don't know jack about anything else. Inside each appears to be folded paper prayer or fortune written in Japanese. Let's put the box alone for a second. As you step away from the box, you hear a slight clicking in the distance, the sound of the door's latch shutting. You are no longer alone in the stockroom. Who is here? It's a red samurai. Oh! Standing before you is a man clad in heavy armor and bearing a katana on his hip. His skin is an ashen gray, his eyes dead white, his teeth are jagged and appear quite sharp. This is no man, this is a ghoul. Oh, that sucks. The ghoul's blonde eyes search back and forth as it regards you. It cannot see you, but you have a sense that it knows exactly where you are at all times. Ah, a hired gun. No doubt brought to bear against me by the Wampin Elders, a means by which they can lift the curse plaguing them. I salute your tenacity, but I wonder, will you hear me out before raising your weapon to kill me? You're a ghoul and you're talking. Yes, I'm not only talking, I'm reasoning as well, and since you have not attempted to kill me, your own higher faculties are engaged. I'm a curiosity to you. The ghoul bares his teeth, breathing rasping over them as he inhales. You wish to know not only what I am, but what I have done. As for who, you may call me Gaichu. Why are you killing the Wampin Elders, bro? You're correct. I've killed all of the Wampin Elders to date, though only Elder Magpie was according to my initial plan. I regret the deaths of the other Wampin Elders, but it was necessary. What? Okay, what? This affair began simply enough. Okay, and for anyone who doesn't really know what a ghoul in Shadowrun is, I have a quick, brief thing. Maybe I'll do a video about like all the strains. But basically, think of the ghouls from Fallout. Except this is actually, I guess you could say, like a disease, not brought about by harmful radiation. Basically what happens is you get bit, you get infected, yada yada yada. Your skin turns all types of colors. Like, look at him. Beautiful, right? And what happens is you can still your body changes. It's a disease, you go through it, and instead of being able to eat what you used to be able to eat, like just meat, whatever, you actually have to consume human flesh or human flesh subtype. Like, if you like human, a troll will do, an orc will do, an elf, a dwarf, it really doesn't matter. But you have to consume their flesh to keep going, essentially. So, yeah. Also, like in Fallout, some of them go super crazy, rabid mad, and others kind of keep their mental faculties about them. Some go crazy, mostly because, well, you're a ghoul now, you're going to be hunted and killed because you're a zombie that eats people. So, there's your lesson. And also, Japan is horribly xenophobic when it comes to any elves, dwarves, anything that is not human, and also Japanese. The affair began simple enough, as you may surmise. I am not someone who can be seen in public without great risk. The Wampa Garden is an excellent place to hide. No police or triad presence, and minimal interest in things that lurk in the shadows. Unfortunately for me, Elder Engie discovered me through communion with her spirits. So the spirits do exist. Rather than kill or chase me away, she came to me with a proposition. Engie and the other elders were having problems with one of their number. An elder named Magpie had been holding many of their plans hostage and would not budge. They could not remove Magpie, however, because her services were too useful to the Wampans at large. Engie offered me payment to dispose of Magpie, and I accepted. You didn't clean up all of her blood. We found some in the drain. Ah, unfortunate. I thought I was careful enough. Having it on my hands must have obscured my sense of smell enough that I missed the last remnants of the drain. Also, cool thing, you do get some superpowers like enhanced sense of smell, all that fun stuff, claws. I disposed of Magpie's body by emptying the blood in her bathroom. Then I cut her up into more portable pieces. Those were placed on plastic tarp, which I took to the storm drains and hid. Gaichu nonchalantly waves his hand, his tone flat. It's unfortunate, but my survival depends on consumption of raw metahuman flesh. Letting such nourishment go to waste would be a foolish error. But why kill the other elders then? I contacted the elders, not in person of course, and they arranged to exchange payment. I assumed that since the job was done, Engie would be a woman of her word. Baring his teeth, Gaichu hisses, his next words across clenched teeth. I was mistaken. I arrived at the nearby parking garage the elders had told me about. They'd cleared out the other Wampans under some pretense. No, I'm not sure what ruse they used. The elders never showed up. Instead, several members of the Hong Kong police force arrived. They were more heavily armed than usual, so I suspected they knew something of my nature. Yikes. I was scarring on the concrete from bullets and a blade. I saw scarring. You killed them with a sword. And my hands, yes, my blindness preludes the use of ranged weapons. Unfortunate, since I was an excellent shot before I became infected. But my skills in grappling and kenjutsu have only increased. A battle of swords is a clash of souls. Mine was stronger than theirs, and they perished. A betrayal of that sort cannot stand. Not only, oh, his honor hit him. Not only was I not paid for my time and effort, the Wampan elders treated me like a common animal, and I am so much more than that. Reputation is everything, and I had none. I had hoped to build a network of contacts so that I would be able to continue finding work, but with that treachery, my hopes were dashed. I decided to become the monster that they feared. One by one, I have eliminated them. They know how to contact me. They could have ended their nightmare at any time by making amends. I would have asked for more money, but I would have ceased my hunt. Yet they did not. Instead, they contacted you, no doubt asking you to eliminate me where the police had failed. So I ask you, what now? What will you do? Will you attempt to finish me what the Wampan started? Would you attempt to finish what the Wampan started? Or will you treat me with the same humanity I have shown you? You know what? I made my decision. Come with me and I'll be your face. Yo, I'm Hollywood. I not only act and do my own gigs, but I'm also an amazing manager. Don't worry, I get you into all the best gigs. A curious offer. And what of the elders? Will you allow me the satisfaction of killing you? I want to see what they say first. I would counsel you not to believe their words. But, let's go. We'll wait and we'll go check in with the elders. Because these... I was gonna make a Chris Brown. These hoes aren't loyal. These wampins aren't loyal. But, hey, whatever. So yeah, these dudes are not cool. Because they basically put everyone at risk. And NG probably could have found him with the spirits, but no. What's up, people? NG? How you doing today, girl? Gotcha! As you approach, Elder NG's eyes widen. Her mouth falls open and the veins on her neck bulge. What are you doing? You've brought this thing into our home. Quick, kill it before it kills us. Porter hefts his pistol warily but does not aim it at anyone. I have to say this isn't a good idea. Why the hell is a ghoul in here? And why is it wearing armor? Call yourselves. I am not an it, and your elders know this intimately. Oh, I'm mixing up all my, whatchamacallits. Good evening, Elder NG. I can smell your fear, and I'm glad of this. It means you are learning the price of betrayal. Whoa, 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 what the hell is going on here? Can someone explain to me why this ghoul is talking? The elders have been lying to the rest of the Wampins. We would never lie to the Wampins. Our role is to protect the community, not lie to it. Yo, you sounding like a real politician right now, Tang. What proof do you have to back up these claims? Porter nods at the elders, looking back to you with a weird expression. I'm interested to hear what kind of evidence you have to support this theory, Hollywood. As far as I can tell, this monster killed Tong and the others, and that makes him a threat that should be eliminated. The elders hired Gaichu to kill Elder Magpie and make it look like she disappeared. You believe this vermin? Oh, the creature that feasts on metahuman flesh that kills and dismembers our tribesmen? You are a naive and foolish man if that's the case. NG spits on the ground in front of Gaichu. What proof do you have that Magpie is dead? NG, please. NG, please. In matters where an elder is accused of breaking our law, the other elders generally judge them. In matters where all of them have been accused, I am authorized to act as a judge. Make your case, Shadowrunner. She hasn't been seen in a month. Not by anyone. That may be unlikely. What about the police force in the Hong Kong? Oh, dude, I've already picked. You Wampins don't allow police in here. I've already picked the worst things. Died quickly from the sword strike. Deliberate sham. The elders were all too happy to have the Red Spears move in. Magpie's gear was missing, obviously missing. Why didn't LP tell me that? He would have had to have noticed, and Magpie's shop is locked up. Why didn't he want me investigating? Tang, you did a full inventory of Magpie's Matrix servers. You assured us everything was there. They were all too happy to have them in. That's all I got. Alright, I think I have some idea where it's going. And what do you believe? The waters are muddy. Oh, he wants me to kill Gaichu. See, I messed up. I should have said Magpie's thing first. Not gonna let you kill Gaichu. Then you two must die, LP. Well... Oh, this is an interesting situation. Well, since we're fighting a bunch of nerds, I hate to be that guy, but since we're fighting a bunch of nerds, did severely less damage than I thought it would. Oh, this is like way too close. NG got hit hard. We are all way too close to be engaging in this combat. Doctor, please get your person back. If anyone's watching this, please tell me how I could have handled that situation a bit better. Yo, you getting hit in the kneecaps, girl. We missed the cap. That wasn't the best damage, and Raptor, please take a shot. Oh, this is a really, really bad situation. We're going to raise Gaichu's accuracy. Let's do this. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I messed up on that one. Well, Gaichu can at least get his revenge. Oh, this is not good. Woo! Flanked. And our boy has a heck of a shotgun. Really? You shot an NG? Okay, we're going to hop on this Killing Hands bandwagon. We're still gonna follow him. Crit. I'm gonna pull out the shotgun. See, I wish I could kneecap him, but we don't have enough yet. Ooh, the crit was beautiful. It was fantastic. If you could, Isabel, take on Porter. Mark him first if you could, ma'am. Beautiful, Isabel. Doctor, take a shot. Miss, please heal yourself. 23 hit points. Amazing. And increase my aim because I'm finna like jump over something and kick Porter in the face. Robot, if you could. Now, close blast. Okay, Gaichu, you got this, dog. Woo! Nice. Then after that, I guess you can move on to Porter. Oh, that wasn't fun. Okay, we're going to do what we did before. We're going to drop that. Perfect. And then we're going to take Porter on with the shotty. Not great, but Porter's in a very, very bad position. Not the best shot. Not the best shot at all. She's not super amazing, but you know what? We got in LG? LP. That's what his name was. Gaichu, claw Porter, please. I never liked him anyhow. Well, he's also now poisoned, so he loses health per round. That's why we claw people. Take out the pistol. Well, Hollywood, you took out one guy. We'll give you that. Can Gobbet actually? Good job, Gobbet. As the elders fall to the floor, you stop and survey the carnage around you. It is accomplished. I can't do a Japanese accent. It is accomplished. No more betrayers alive. No more worry that others may think they can take advantage of me. Lead the way. I look forward to our new business partnership. Well, that was crazy. Time to get out of here. Because I guarantee there's some people who are super, super angry at us. Alright, thank you guys for watching. We took care of the Elder Whompers. Oh god, that sounds stupid. Well, we did a good job. We kind of figured out everything that's going on. I kind of wish I handled that dialogue a little bit better. I should have pulled out Magpie's necklace, I think. Like, I really didn't know how many shots I would get at presenting my case. So, that's what happened. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I'm JBillusion. We now have a new ghoul, I'm guessing former Red Samurai, Renraku soldier. Thanks for watching, people. Like, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace!